Hey Alicia.
Hi!
What's up?
How is it going?
So, shall we start our campus searching?
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Best tourism
Alicia.
and digital
What's up?
How is it
campus
going?
in So, shall we start our campus searching?
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
I found the perfect one for you.
Best
Please stand up.
tourism
Alicia.
and digital
But why here?
campus
Right. Standing in the heart of world
So,
tourism,
shall we start
PIB
our
College was
searching?
built on 15 hectares of
Yeah.
pure
I found
green
the
goodness.
perfect one for you.
Goodbye stuffy classroom. Hello
Best
fresh air.
tourism.
At PIB, Culinary Arts Gastronomy Program isn't just about cooking. With the top-notch facilities and the help of experienced chef, you will learn all about cooking and baking with the right technique so you can make incredible gourmet food that tastes really good and looks really good, packed with nutrient that makes it excellent. Now let me take you to another side of fun. Hotel Management Program will puts you in the heart of hospitality world. You can learn directly from 5-star hotels and industry professionals. You'll learn what it takes to make stays feel like home, make every guest like a VIP, and make sure every little thing is in their perfect state. And for you, the experience maker, Event Management Program. It goes beyond organizing. This is the program where you create epic moments, from brainstorming cool ideas to bringing them into reality. This is the program where you can learn and making experiences that will stay for a lifetime. Next, the Digital Business Program. It's more than just about technology. It's about driving innovation, creating cool trends, and planning your winning strategy, from web designing to digital marketing. The program that gives sharp business ideas and the digital mastery you need to thrive in the tourism and fast-paced digital landscape. In PIB, we embrace the journey of self-discovery and personal growth, diverse range of support, and an uplifting community. Whether you're looking to relax or get active, you'll find a place to thrive. You can even case your opportunities to the dream countries through Global Internship Program. So dream boldly, dare greatly, let your passion be visible. For here in PIB, dreams are made possible.
Executive management programs will be conducted in 1 year at Polytechnic International Bali and 3 years at the Purpa Kempinski Bali. These combinations of learning will maximizing the delivery of excellent classrooms experience paired with the exquisite property of the Purpa Kempinski Bali.
We have built up the Executive Management Program with PIB School for the simple reason to respond to needs for the future. So it's a long-term goal.
Jadi program IMP ini adalah perwujudan dari program pendidikan vokasional. Program ini adalah program yang sudah digariskan oleh Presiden kita Jokowi untuk menghasilkan tenaga kerja yang mumpuni. Dan ini adalah kesempatan yang baik bagi calon student untuk bisa experience dunia kerja pada early stage.
With a focused study in year 2 until 4, the students will receive a direct knowledge and expertise from the signature trainers and hotel managers. In addition, also these students will be conducting a project-based as their final year assignment, on which will enhance the students' managerial, analytical, communications, and leadership skills matched with the programs of the Purpa Kempinski Bali.
Program ini adalah bentuk dari komitmen PIB untuk selalu berinovasi di dalam mencetak student experience maupun academic excellence yang terbaik.
So the outcomes we are looking for these programs are to be able to bring new talents to the forefront and help this talent to develop on a faster track. This will bring new energy into the educational system, into the way we are going to be able to operate. These programs already exist in other destinations worldwide and are not new and have brought a lot of benefit to organizations.
In the long run, this program will create a future graduates with a strong leadership and entrepreneurial skills. Furthermore, the graduates will also have a greater chance to fill strategic positions at the Apurva Kempinski Bali.
Most of the people who have come out of these programs have become general managers. So there is a very strong belief that we can establish the same in Indonesia. The partnership with PIB and the Apurva Kempinski Bali is a strong one, and we sincerely believe that we can develop these talents. So the outcome will be a positive outcome for the trade, for the school systems as well. So everybody will benefit.
Jadi dari program IMP ini yang paling diuntungkan adalah student itu sendiri, ya. Kalian para student dan juga orang tua, ayo pelajari lebih dalam dari program ini.
We're looking to have a successful first batch of these programs and industry recognitions, and continue our strong commitments in delivering better quality in hospitality education, not just in Bali, but also in Indonesia.
The hopes for this program is that it will continue with the years to come because it needs to. It's a long-term objectives, and it will become the new reference for the hotel trade, for the schools, and for the student as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the PIB International Webinar Series 13, and I am Kartika, your host for today, and it's a pleasure to have you all with us. On behalf of PIB College, we are thrilled to bring together such a diverse and enthusiastic audience on today's webinar. It is centered on an exciting theme, a strategic roadmap for artificial intelligence for tourism industry. Our aim is to equip you with valuable insight, actionable strategies, and fresh inspiration that you can apply in your professional or personal life. We have an incredible lineup of speakers who will be sharing their experience and expertise, making this session both insightful and engaging. So get ready for an enriching discussion. But before we dive into the session, let me cover a few of technical items to ensure we have a smooth and productive experience together. Please make sure your microphone are mute during the presentation to avoid any background noise. To engage our session, please open your camera and update with our virtual background. If you have any question, feel free to use the chat or Q&A feature. We will address them during our dedicated Q&A session at the end of the session. And for today's session is being live streamed on our YouTube channel and also being recorded. We also will share the recording along with any materials after this event. For certificate, it will be given after filling the attendance list in the end of our session today. Our team will share the attendance link for you to fill. The certificate will be sent to you by email. We encourage you to stay engaged throughout the webinar. Take notes, ask questions, and share your thoughts. Together, let's make this an interactive and enriching experience. It is also my great pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests and speakers. Welcome, Professor Dr. Insinyur Anastasia Sulistiawati, BAE, MS, MM, MIS, DTH, PhD, DAG, Director of PIB College. Bapak Agus Sunata Putra, AMD Par, SM Par, Director of Quality Assurance OTC. Also, Ibu Martini Muhammad Paham, Deputy for Human Resource and Institution, Ministry of Tourism of the Republic of Indonesia. Ibu Dewi Hendriani, Assistant Deputy for Strategic Management, Deputy of Resources and Institution. We also welcome Bapak Italo Gani, Co-founder and Managing Partner of Impacto. Bapak Agustino Fernando, GM Corp Online Distribution and Revenue Management, Santika Indonesia Hotel and Resort. Bapak Jan Kurniawan, Co-founder of Alter State. Mr. Alfonso Fiore, Product Leader, Singapore. And then also our beloved moderator for today's session, Ms. Made Erika Harry Sedana, MTR Par MSc, Director of Partnership and Event, PIB College Indonesia. Thank you for taking the time to join us and share your insight. We are looking forward to learn from your expertise and experience. Ladies and gentlemen, PIB College was founded with strong devotion from the founder, driven by beliefs that education is a precious gift, a part of opportunities, a guide through challenge and best investment for the future. It is an honor to invite a woman who inspires all generations, the director of PIB College, Professor Dr. Insinyur Anastasia Sulistiawati, BAE, MS, MM, MIS, DTH, PhD, DAG, for a welcoming remarks. Prof. Suli, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good
Om
afternoon, Prof.
Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes, very good.
Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Rahayu. The Honorable Miss Martini Muhammad Paham, Mr. Agustu Natha Putra, our distinguished speaker for this webinar, Mr. Italo Gani, Mr. Agustino Fernando, Mr. Yan Kurniawan, Mr. Alfonso Fiore, Mrs. Erika, and all the participants to this important webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you in this webinar with a topic, a strategic roadmap for artificial intelligence in the tourism industry. I am incredibly excited to bring together so many bright minds and professionals who share a common interest in the future of the tourism and technology. I thank all the keynote speakers, moderators, organizers for providing us this platform to share and discuss the roadmap of tourism industry alongside with the advancement of AI. AI is not longer a futuristic concept. It is a transformative force reshaping industry, and the tourism strategies is no exception. From personal travel experience to operational efficiency and sustainable tourism practices, AI has the potential to revolutionize how we explore, experience, and manage the world of travel. Today, we were here to explore this transformation more deeply, discussing the strategic roadmap for integrating AI in tourism industry, the challenges AI present, and the opportunities is hold for innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage all of you to actively participate in today's session, ask questions, and take full advantage of the wealth of the knowledge that will be shared. Let's make this an engaging and thought-provoking discussion that help us build in clear paths forward for the integration AI in the tourist sector. Thank you for being here today, and we look forward for a great session ahead. Om Santi Santi Om. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Rahayu. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Suli.
Welcome.
All right. It is such an inspiring word from our director, Prof. Suli. For the next, we welcome Bapak Agus Sunata Putra, AMD Par SM Par, to continue the welcoming remarks. The screen is yours, Bapak Agus Sunata.
Thank you for the host. Let me check the sound first. Is it clear on my voice over there?
Yes, it is very clear.
Thank you. Well, the Honorable Ibu Professor Sulis, as Director of PIB College, Honorable Bapak Wayan Rediasa, I think it's here. As a Director of Poltek OTC Bali, distinguished speakers, our international moderator Ibu Erika, esteemed college participants and friends in all over the place that you can reach our webinars today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you. It is both an honor and privilege to be here today as we gather for this international webinar series, hosted as a part of the collaboration between Polytechnic International Bali and Polytechnic Umna Trisakti General. or how we can call Polytechnic, Poltech OTC. Firstly, allow me to let you know that our collaboration effort aims to provide students with outstanding internship opportunities, particularly in Taiwan, where there is an increasing demand from the hospitality industries. While Polytechnic OTC has made strides in fulfilling this demand, we are still unable to meet with the need of the industry, especially providing internship candidates. This is where our partnership with PIB College become vital. As together we can deliver the best candidates, enhancing the quality of expertise in the hospital sector in Taiwan. First, we hope by this collaboration will helping a lot of students on both sides to get internship opportunities as part of our professional program. On behalf of Poltech OTC, I would like to express my respect, gratitude to Honorable Ibu Professor Suli for the establishment of these collaborations. As a tourism education institution, we understand the importance of preparing our students for the future of the industry. The topic of today's webinars, a strategic roadmap for AI in the tourism industry, specifically how tourism stakeholders can leverage generative AI, is extremely timely. The tourism sector is undergoing digital transformations, and artificial intelligence is poised to be a game changer at the moment. As educators and stakeholders, we believe it is our responsibility to equip our students with the knowledge and skill necessary to navigate and leverage these emerging technologies. Generative AI offers tourism businesses, for hotels to travel agencies, the ability to enhance personalization, streamline operations, and provide innovative customer experiences as well. For us, as educators, it's not just about understanding AI as a tool, but about fostering a mindset that encourages future professionals to see AI as an ally in creating smarter, more efficient, and customer-centric service. This is the most important thing. This event marks an exciting opportunity for us to engage, learn, share valuable insight on one of the most innovative and transformative topics in modern era, artificial intelligence in the tourism industry. As we delve into the strategic roadmap for the implementation and advancement of generative artificial intelligence in the tourism sector, we are not only exploring the future of technology, but also how tourism stakeholders can, ranging from businesses to government bodies, can leverage this emerging technology to enhance experiences, improve efficiency, and drive sustainable growth. The potential of AI in this field is immense, and I believe today's discussion will provide us all with a clear vision of how we can collectively embrace and integrate AI to create smarter, more efficient, and more inclusive tourism ecosystem, and also provide guidance on how we can prepare our students for the evolving landscape. Artificial intelligence, or we call AI, is rapidly transforming the tourism industry. And it's important for vocational students preparing to enter this field to understand its growing impact. As future employees in the tourism sector, you'll need to embrace AI to stay competitive and provide excellent service to customers. AI is already being used in many ways in tourism, such as chatbot that assists customers with booking, personalized travel recommendation based on previous preference, and AI-powered tools that help with the customer service and problem solving. For example, AI-driven system are helping hotels streamline their operations by predicting guest needs, improving room service, and optimizing price strategy. Similarly, AI can be used to create virtual tours and enhance the travel experience through immersive technologies. For you as future professionals, it's important to stay curious and develop skills that complements AI tools like emotional intelligence, creativity, and problem solving, which machine can replicate. AI will become an essential tool to improve customer satisfaction, automate repetitive tasks, and make data-driven decision in tourism. Embrace it as an opportunity to work smarter, not harder, and to provide a more personalized, efficient experience for customers. The key is to stay adaptable and continue learning, as I will continue to evolve and open up new possibles in tourism. In some ways, AI is a tool that can enhance your work in tourism sector. It's not here to replace you, but to help you doing your job better, enable you to provide more value to travel and businesses. By staying updated on AI trends and developing a strong understanding of how leverage this technology, you will be positioned for success in the tourism industry. Well, I would like to take a moment to respectfully acknowledge and thanks our host, Ibu Professor Sulis, for your leadership and for making this event possible. We are incredibly grateful for your vision and dedication to fostering international collaboration and knowledge sharing. I also extend my gratitude to our distinguished speakers for sharing their expertise and insights, and to our excellent moderator as well, Ibu Erika, for guiding today's conversation. Your support and leadership are invaluable to the success of this event. Finally, a heartfelt thank you to all our participants and guests for joining us today. Your involvement and enthusiasm will undoubtedly make this webinar series an enriching and inspiring experience. I am really confident that the next few hours will be filled with thoughtful discussions, spark new idea, and open door for the student to be at the forefront of innovation in tourism and the creation of valuable connection as we work together explore the role of artificial intelligence in shaping the future of tourism. Then thank you once again, and I look forward to a fruitful and engaging session. Selamat datang and enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bapak Agus. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, kindly reminder, if later on you have any question, feel free to use the chat or Q&A feature. We will address them during our dedicated Q&A session at the end of the webinar. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's topic, a strategic roadmap for artificial intelligence for tourism industry. How tourism stakeholders can leverage generative artificial intelligence. I'll hand over the virtual stage to Ibu Madeheri Erika Sedana, MTR Par MSc. Please join me in giving them a warm virtual welcome. The floor is yours, Ibu Erika.
Right, thank you so much, Ms. Kartika. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, good afternoon to you. And once again, welcome to our International Webinar Series 13, PIB College. In this time, we collaborate with OTC Polytechnic, with, of course, a great support from Ministry of Tourism and of the Republic of Indonesia, Impact to Indonesia, Santika Indonesia Hotels and Resort, Ultrastay, as well as a product leader we have from Singapore. Of course, we have a very special topic today, a strategic roadmap for AI in tourism industry and how tourism stakeholders can leverage generative AI. Once again, my name is Erica Sedana, Director of Partnership and Events of PIB College. It is indeed a pleasure to have you all here this afternoon, and it is really a great honor to be part of this essential webinar session. And I would also like to address our sincere appreciation to our keynote speaker, Ibu Martini Muhammad Paham, Deputy of Resources and Institutions, Ministry of Tourism of Indonesia, who is also joining today online, Ibu Dewi Hendriani, Assistant Deputy of Strategic Management, Deputy of Resources and Institutions as well. And I would like to also take this opportunity to thank you, Ibu, for the meeting yesterday. It was indeed a great meeting at your office, and thank you for having us yesterday. And also attending today and also addressing and welcoming remarks earlier, I would like to address my welcome to Director of PIB College, the Honorable Ibu Professor Dr. Insinyur Anastasia Sulistiawati, BA, MM, MS, MS, DTH, PhD, DAG, as well as Director of Quality Assurance of OTC Polytechnic, and Bapak Agus Sunarta Putra, MD PAR, SM MPAR, as well as, of course, Director of OTC Polytechnic joining today, Bapak Rediasa. Then, of course, our Deputy Director of PIB College, Bapak Dr. Paulus Heri Arianto, MA CBC. All speakers, Bapak Italo Gani, co-founder and managing partners of Impact2 Indonesia. Bapak Agustino Fernando, GM Corps, online distributions, as well as revenue management, Santika Indonesia Hotels and Resorts. And Bapak Jan Kurniawan, co-founder of Altestay, and Bapak Alfonso Fiore, product leader, Singapore. Thank you very much indeed for managing your time to be speakers of this session. And ladies and gentlemen, we initiated and started this international webinar series since December 2022 with a very simple goals, which is actively engaging practitioners as well as academic to gain insights into tourism best practices, current issues, and future challenges and opportunities. We want to bridge the access of gaining valuable insights, foster awareness, and catalyze discussions among tourism stakeholders. And thank you for our international webinar community who joins us since our first series in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, as shared earlier from our welcoming remarks, our directors, that the tourism industry is evolving rapidly, and the artificial intelligence or AI and generative AI playing a very critical role in destination marketing. Tourism Board and Destination Management Organization or DMOs are now increasingly leveraging AI-driven tools to enhance marketing strategies, personalize traveler experiences, and predict tourism trends. And with AI-generated content, dynamic marketing campaigns, and predictive analytic, destinations can better attract engaging tourists. So by working hand in hand in this globe, in tourism industry, I think we can assure that travel and tourism continues to thrive, leveraging AI and other technologies to create a future that is very resilient, sustainable, and inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, commencing the webinar series today, I'm very much delighted to invite Ibu Martini Muhammad Paham, Deputy for Resources and Institutions, the Ministry of Tourism of Indonesia, to deliver our keynote speech. Ibu Dia, please, time is yours.
Terima kasih, thank you Ibu Erika. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Om Swastiastu, nama budaya, salam kebajikan, salam bahagia buat kita semua. A very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to extend my appreciation to distinguished officials and other speakers in attendance. The Honorable Professor Dr. Insinyur Anastasia Sulistiawati, Director of Polytechnic International Bali, Bapak Agus Sunarta Putra, Director of Quality Assurance OTC, Bapak Italo Gani, and also other distinguished speakers, and also Ibu Erika. Terima kasih Ibu. It is such a very great pleasure for me to be here with all of you today to talk about something that truly shaping the future of tourism, which is artificial intelligence, or we know as AI. So AI is no longer just something we see in movies, but it's already here and is transforming the way people travel, from how they plan their trips to how they experience the destination, and even how business operate behind the scene. Can we go to next slides, please? Okay, let us begin with the definition of AI. As we all know that AI is a branch of computer science where machines and computers stimulate human intelligence. In AI, machines are programmed to think like human and perform tasks that humans can do. So it can leverage the problem solving and the decision making capabilities of human beings. As we can see on the circle on the right side, AI plays a transformative role in enhancing the tourism customer journey by integrating smart technology at every stages, from the initial trip planning process to the travel experience itself and post-trip interaction. From the tourism perspective, AI technologies offer several key benefits, which include enhancing operational efficiency. AI streamlines business operation by automating routine tasks such as customer inquiries, booking management, and itinerary planning. This allows tourist businesses to reduce costs, save time, and improve service delivery. AI also personalizing customer experience. AI analyzes customer preferences and behaviors to offer highly tailored recommendation. This level of personalization fosters customer satisfaction and loyalty. AI also assists us in data-driven decision-making. By collecting and analyzing vast amounts of tourism data, AI helps businesses and policymakers make strategic data-based decisions. This data-driven approach ensures that decision-making is proactive rather than reactive, contributing to sustainable and long-term tourism growth. AI also gives us competitive advantage. Early adoptions of AI allows businesses and tourism destinations to stand out in global tourism market. And in the long term, it may increase the competitiveness of tourist destination. Can we go to the next slide? The integration of AI into tourism industry presents numerous opportunities. First, in travel and planning itineraries, or AI-driven conversational search engines and virtual travel assistants can generate highly personalized travel itineraries based on user preferences, trip details, and budget constraints. By analyzing travel data, AI can suggest optimized travel routes, consider factors such as real-time weather updates, local events, and price trends to refine recommendation. And also AI can assist travelers with dynamic trip planning by adjusting itineraries based on flight delays, cancellation, or changes in preference. Secondly, AI in customer support and management, such as AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistant, improve guest communication and query resolution through multilingual text and voice-based support. Third, in content marketing generation, AI enhances digital marketing efforts by producing high-quality promotional content such as engaging travel blogs, social media posts, and personalized emails to attract potential visitors and generate visuals and videos for immersive advertisement. Four, AI also support workforce development and administration in the tourism industry by generating digital training materials and virtual training programs for hospitality and tourism employees, identifying learning paths to help employees enhance their skills efficiently, and also it can automate generate administrative tasks, which lead to reducing manual workload and increasing productivity. Last but not least, AI in decision-making and business intelligence. AI-driven business intelligence systems analyze large volumes of tourism data, providing insights for strategic decision-making. One success story on how generative AI developed by government institutions to leverage tourism sectors is called MyGreece. MyGreece is an AI-powered chatbot application developed by government of Greece to enhance the travel experience for visitors while staying in Greece. Serving as a digital travel assistant, the app provides users with a wealth of information and personalized support throughout the journey. You may check this out later on how this app works. Okay, can we go to the next slide? In regard to the tourism development in Indonesia, Ministry of Tourism or Kemenpar has initiated a flagship program, which is aimed at rapidly enhancing the nation tourism sector. The 5 flagship programs consist of Clean Tourism Movement, Tourism 5.0, Upscale Tourism, IP-based Indonesia event, and Tourism Villages. One of those flagship programs is Tourism 5.0, which consists of implementation of AI and digitalization to enhance marketing reach and quality so it can effectively reach and engage the target market. Next slide, please. Tourism 5.0 emphasizes the need to align technology with the various travelers' need to enhance accessibility for more inclusive and meaningful travel experience. Why we apply Tourism 5.0? Because tourism digitalization is crucial, as 30% of global travelers are Gen Z, with only 1% conversions rate from 1 billion searches. A strong digital strategy is essential to boost visits. Tech-driven curation and targeted promotion can enhance appeal and increase tourism conversion. The Tourism 5.0 program conducted by Kemenpar aims to enhance tourism marketing through advanced digital tools, strengthen targeted promotion strategy, and improve conversion rates and expand audience reach effectively. We have developed the 2025 roadmap to implement Tourism 5.0 through the revamping of Indonesia the Travel website with 4 key performance indicators. First is increase website traffic, then extend time spent per visit, increase tourism conversion rate, and of course, leverage AI technology. This website enhancement is expected to generate long-term impact, such as increase the number of tourists, expanding the reaching a more targeted market, enhancing Indonesia's global tourism competitiveness, and driving digital transformation in the tourism industry. Next slide, please. As we mentioned before regarding the Tourism 5.0 implementation, it comprises several aspects as follows. First is AI travel planner, utilizing machine learning to generate personalized travel recommendation, including itinerary generator, as well as management tools to provide tools for scheduling, booking, budgeting, and travel arrangement. And second is AI travel companion, an interactive chatbot powered by natural language processing or NLP that provides relevant, comprehensive, and real-time information in multiple languages. And the third is AI Command Center. It's a data-driven analytic hub that provides strategic insight for tourism industry, including tourism flow analysis for monitoring real-time visitor patterns, activity mapping through heat maps, which can identify popular location and travel behavior, and impact analysis of visit for understanding travel trend and destination preferences. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and valued stakeholders in tourism, for my closing statement, one thing is clear. Generative AI is not just a tool. It is a game changer that will redefine the way we engage with travelers, promote destination, and optimize tourism experiences. Let us work towards a future where technology enables deeper cultural connections, fosters sustainability, and makes travel experience more immersive, meaningful, and accessible to all. Let us move forward with boldness and responsibility to ensure that AI enhances, not replaces, the human touch in tourism. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing how we can shape the future of tourism together, safe traveler, and let's continue this journey of innovation. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Santi Om.
Salam, terima kasih Ibu Dia. Thank you so much. Wow, it was amazing to learn. Ibu Dia was mentioning AI, let's enhance tourism, but not really replacing it, replacing the human touch in tourism services. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibu Dia was mentioning and started the keynote speech about the overview in AI in tourism industry and what exactly AI can transform tourism industry and the benefits of AI in tourism industry itself. So then we also heard about opportunities of AI in tourism industry. There were 5 key elements mentioned by Ibu Dia earlier, including travel planning and itineraries, including customer support and management, content marketing generations, human resources, and general administration, as well as decision-making process is also AI-driven. Business intelligence also enables data-driven decision-making process by doing the analytics in the large volumes of tourism data. So one highlight was addressed also by Ibu Dia earlier. Generative AI is not only tools, it is exactly a game changer. So thank you so much, Ibu Dia. We will take that. And ladies and gentlemen, so you have questions, please do not hesitate to address the questions in the chat box. And then later, speakers will do best to also share the feedback in the chat box by sharing it in writing. Once again, thank you so much, Ibu Dia, as our keynote speaker today. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have 4 very knowledgeable speakers very soon. And to manage time, we would like to allocate 10 to 12 minutes for individual speaker to present. And we would also manage the rest of the time for Q&A session. So you have question again, please address your question in the chat box. And now I'm delighted to invite our first panel speaker here attending, Bapak Italo Gani, the co-founder and managing partner of Impact2, who is also the board of advisor of PIB College. Please, Pak Italo, time is yours now.
Selamat siang semuanya. Terima kasih banyak atas undangannya Profesor Sulis. Dan juga ini ada teman lama Ibu Dia, teman diskusi tourism Indonesia. Dan semua rekan-rekan hari ini. Okay, maybe I need to change my wallpaper first, sorry. Bu Erika will complain to me if I'm not using the wallpaper. Sorry, Bu Erika. Yeah, but it is a very interesting conversation on this AI, and it was quite challenging because everybody now talking about AI, but for sure the implementation is a lot of challenge. Maybe today I would like share more about some of the challenge. I think the challenge that we need to understand, yeah. But I fully agree what Badia sharing. I think there's a very, very interesting video by Eric Smith. I think I will post the link of the YouTube link of this. I think everybody should watch this video. I put it on the chat box. Yeah. This is actually how AI or generative AI will change the world. Yeah. And I don't want to take this generative AI lightly as well, because if we see 1 year ago, we didn't talk a lot on ChatGPT, but since now everybody is talking on regarding ChatGPT. So I think how we work actually changed a lot. Yeah. So today, Bu Erika has been giving me a very hard topic, so I cannot tweak the topic, but how this to explore AI-driven innovation, identify key AI technologies transforming tourism. Yeah. So maybe I introduce myself first. So I'm currently also board advisor of PIB College and also the managing director of Impact2. So I've been working in the tech ecosystem for the last 20 years plus. So I've been working closely with many tech founders like Ferry Unardi, the founder of Traveloka in 2012. So I know how industry been transformed, especially the tourism industries. So one of the challenge of AI is how to implement in the scale way. Yeah. So because at the end, any technology need to be implemented scaling, not only like proof of concept of piloting, but how to elaborate this technology in the scale. So this is one of the things that I see a lot of challenge we happen in Indonesia especially. So one of the challenge on low GDP countries, AI challenge is the cost between labor cost versus all the investment on the technology and AI. Because when we have low GDP, meaning we have wages remain low, making implementation AI less financially compelling. That's why any AI implementation need to create a new value creation, a new services, not only replacing but creating a new value services in the process of this tourism. And also the cost of benefit imbalance between the manual process. Yeah, that's one of the challenges. And for sure, that's why PIB College exists, is to create a better infrastructure and readiness, especially on digital literacy. I think myself, I've been discussed a lot with Professor Suris and Pa Paulus about the importance of technology, digital literacy in tourism industry. That's why PIB College has been uh, uh, implementing a lot of new knowledge about how to implement the digital business and so on. Yeah. But if I can explain more in the diagram ways, actually, I'm trying to draw something on doodling something how we explain this. So let's say this is the current process. Let's say there's a one hotel in Bali have a cost of operation like $8, yeah, operation of $8 to achieve certain revenue. So currently, this cost operation being covered by $B, which is the salary, which is fully manual process. Let's say the chatbot. Previously, there's a people who handle the call center. The cost is only the salary. Yeah. But when we implement AI, there is two potential conditions. Yeah. So the condition Y and the condition Z. So if I hope everyone, I try to doodling as easy as possible. But if you see the diagram, so if the condition Y, the cost of the operation can be replaced using the technology, which is the blue one. Plus, there is still a yellow one, the human salary. So meaning, let's say the cost is 100%. With using the technologies and manual process, I don't believe that the whole operation can be automated 100% using technology. So still the damage human process. We can actually create an efficiency cost, the green one. But there's another condition. When the cost of technology and AI are so expensive compared to human and salary costs, and then there is actually inefficient of the cost. So I think this is one of the challenges of implementation in the ecosystem where the GDP or the wages are still low. So this is one of the challenges that me myself been working with a lot of technology company in Asia, working with big enterprise in Asia. The challenge always about how to balance the cost. So I think that's why we need to be fully aware when we actually adopt the AI technology. I'm not saying that AI is not good, AI is the future, but we need to implement it gradually because I see many enterprise, many big corporations, they invest a lot of technologies and they fail to create efficiency costs and they said, oh, technology is too expensive. I drop everything. I'm closing down everything. So many big corporations, I think, underestimate the balance between the AI and manual process. I believe in country like Indonesia, we need still to have balance between the building the technologies and leveraging the humans, yeah. Because I think we cannot be over engineer, that's the right word, yeah. Using technology, but that's the balance. That's why this is we need to find this area. But that's why in Indonesia, especially the race is between the GDP and the AI quality. So this is the AI quality. In the last couple of years, the AI quality has been surprised the human performance. Yeah? So all the generative AI capabilities to understand language, video, text, video, image are now surpass the human performance. If you see the purple line, that's the human performance. So I believe in the near future, next even 1 year from now, which is last year we didn't discuss a lot about ChatGPT, but now everybody using ChatGPT. Even, for example, the habit of people searching now move to ChatGPT. People is not searching anymore to the search engine. They move to ChatGPT. That's a search habit. Even in tourism, I believe when everybody want to go somewhere, they create not only search the place to go tourist, but they asking ChatGPT or OpenAI or DeepSeek to create an itinerary by themselves. So please create itinerary based on my habit. My habit, I don't have kids. I want to go more adventurous place. This is my budget. I want to do more walking. Then the itinerary will create by themselves through a Gen AI. So that's why the shifting is not anymore about doing the search, but actually generatively creating a proposal for tourism for the habit. Yeah. So I think that's why the video of that I post, the Eric Smith video, everybody need to listen. That's the future of AI. Yeah. And especially if we talk about Indonesia GDP, I think this is the deck that I get from one of the ministry office. This is Indonesia will grow the GDP quite aggressively the next 10 years, which is replicating the growth of China before in 2020. Yeah. So that's why GDP will increase. When GDP will increase, I truly believe all the hotel cost operation, if they stuck with this model, fully manual will be heavily expensive. That's why anything need to be automated the process. So everybody need to be fully aware of this. Yeah. So, but bear in mind, Gen AI is not only cost saving. It's not about replacing human being, but creating a changer, shifting from service to experience economy, enable hyper personalization, new revenue model, yeah, like the Airbnb model, the future of hospitality, competitive positioning. So do not see AI only cost optimization, but with AI, everything will be new. This is new economy, creating a new tourism industries. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much, everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Pak Italo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also acknowledge that Ibu Dia will not be able to stay with us longer, as he would have another important commitment. So, Ibu Dia, once again, thank you very much for sharing today as our keynote speaker, and we wish you best of luck for your next meeting. Thank you, Ibu Dia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we shall continue that as shared by Pak Italo. AI is a very interesting conversation. So Pak Italo also shared in the chat box, I saw that in the link about Eric Smith's interesting video that says there was actually how AI will change the world. And some of the key points that I would like to take from Pak Italo presentations that saying Indonesia's GDP will increase, that was very optimistic. And also the comparison in one slide about Indonesia GDP as well as China GDP per capita. Then, okay, so the last will be, so don't see AI as a replacement, but instead it's indeed a game changer in tourism. So it indeed is shifting from service to experience economy, that AI enables hyper-personalization to enhance customer experience, and also new revenue models, AI-driven insights to unlock dynamic pricing, upselling here in this case also included, and personalization travel packages, as well as competitive positioning as AI adoption as a differentiator between market leader and the laggard. So I would like to thank Pak Italo for the insights. So I would like now to invite the second speaker we have here, Bapak Agustino Fernando. He's actually General Manager Corps Online Distribution and Revenue Management for Santika Indonesia Hotels and Resorts. So, Pak Fernando, please, time is yours.
Thank you, Ibu Erika. Good afternoon, Honorable Ibu Dia, Ibu Suli, Pak Italo, Ibu Erika, Pak Gusnata, ladies and gentlemen, fellow distinguished speakers, academics, and all tourism stakeholders. It's an honor for me to be given an opportunity to be speaking here, and nice meeting you all. Please do allow me to share my presentation. Is it already displayed?
Yes, Pak Fernando is clear.
Okay, thank you,
Yes,
Ibu Erika.
please.
Yeah. So, first of all, please allow me to give a brief introduction about myself. And I've been in the industry for 17 years. I've been assisting hotel chain to drive more direct businesses and enhancing customer retention, bringing conversion via digital marketing initiative. That's why I met Pak Italo during his time in EDSCOM, and currently on the mission of bridging AI with marketing strategies. I think things are going to be more exciting with AI comes into play, and I will tell you why in my next slides. By the way, Pak Italo, there's a good point bringing about achieving the balance between cost and efficiency, by implementing AI in our business processes. So to open the presentation, I would like to start with the current narratives about AI. There are two narratives currently in AI technology. One is generative, the other one is agentic. So to explain this in a simple analogy, generative AI creates outputs in the form of contents like images, videos, text, and audios. So its approach are more passive and based on user prompt. Wow, agentic AI. This is AI that can think, plans, and take actions proactively and autonomously to complete complex tasks such as making a reservation based on our preferences and create a follow-up, sending reminders based on our travel itineraries. So this will be the next game changer. And to some, I think it also means a threat if we don't embrace this. So moving on about the area of the adoption of AI, agentic AI in specific. So adopting AI agent in a business process could be very tricky, especially in the hospitality industry, as in some areas, as we know, human touch still mandatory required. And we don't want to diminish the world of human hospitality, right? So based on my observations, the AI agent adoption would be best suitable to be applied in the pre-stay stages if we refer to the guest journey map, like we've seen here. So it should be able to enhance the guest pre-arrival experience by providing personalized, instant, and seamless interactions. And I will be explaining more about this in the following slides. So there are two forms of AI agents currently. There are chatbots and voice agents. So with the advancement of AI technology, AI agents can now imitate human-like interactions. It understands what we say, it can detect emotions and responds with empathy, and it remembers past conversations like what we experience when we interact with ChatGPT. So by adopting these AI agents, we would like to see how it can enhance operational efficiency, improve guest satisfactions, while at the same time drive conversions, also acquiring new members, improve overall revenue, and nevertheless ensure data collection consistency. Such a big responsibility for a human agent, right? So let me move to the next slides. So human agents, in the same time, lacking off when handling incoming inquiries, like getting overwhelmed with repetitive questions, delays in responding, causing frustrated guests, limitation in scheduling because we need to rest, right? So while adding more staff also means increase of staffing costs. So not to mention lack of product knowledge and language barrier. So while AI agent can compensate these issues with its capabilities to handle incoming inquiries, 24/7 instantly, meaning also handling more volume of inquiries and in the same time reducing human agent workload. So since AI can be trained and connected with centralized knowledge base, can ensure consistency in delivering information. So human agents also impacted sometimes with emotional issues, while AI agent can maintain friendly communications and align it with the brand tone. Reservation can also be accommodated seamlessly by AI agent thanks to API integration. Sorry for being a bit technical. And with its multi-language support, it enables businesses to serve broader range of customers. So what do you think? Does above capabilities address our challenges in maintaining guest satisfaction and operational efficiency? Food for our thought. So adopting technology also means, like Italo said, investing in the system, right? So in this part, AI agents should be able to convert more direct bookings, and which means more money in our pocket. So it can suggest prospective guests by analyzing their preferences, past stays, and browsing behavior. Uses dynamic pricing insights to highlight best value deals for the customer. So it can also be trained to educate prospective guests with our loyalty program and its benefits, persuade them to apply as members. And most importantly, it can follow up abandoned calls and unfinished chats and continue conversation where they left off, as it stores context retention and conversation memory. The impact should be increase in conversion. So it can also improving ancillary revenue. As we all know, mid-scale to luxury hotels usually have more to offer than a room, right? So promoting and upselling additional services in the form of add-ons, upgrade, and experiences have its own issue, usually due to the lack of proactive approach by human agents. For example, promoting dining experience, spa, wellness services, and offering transportation and convenience services like pickup and airport transfer, promote cultural experiences, and it can deliver a complete guest experience from arrival to departure. So as these services comes with a cost, it wouldn't hurt to gain more revenue as a compensation for the services hotel provided, right? So last but not least, data collection. Manual data entry can lead to many disastrous things in data collection. As we know, people make typos, duplicate entries, distorting customer records. User preferences and complaints may be recorded inaccurately, while AI can automate that and validate data capture in the same time, ensure accurate, standardized data, real-time updates, keeping insight fresh and relevant. And with system integrations, ensures consistency across platform. So means no data silos. So accurate data means also for a business, reliable business insight, and impacted to precision in predictive analysis. As we all know, about data, garbage in, garbage out. So to conclude the presentation, perhaps the best approach for today's AI-human integration, AI agents should complement where human agents lacking off by handling repetitive and data-heavy tasks, while human agent focus more on complex problem solving and customer relationships. I think that's all for me. Thank you very much, Ibu Erika. Feel free to scan the code for our company profile as well, if you don't mind. Thank you very much, everyone. Om Swastiastu.
Thank you so much, Pak Fernando. It was amazing highlights actually to all of us today. So, ladies and gentlemen, Pak Fernando highlighted Pak Italo's statement in achieving balance between cost and efficiency, which is very essential in the business proposition right now. So, Pak Fernando sharing more about human touch is still mandatory requirements in tourism service once we touched the point about guest experience in the industry. So that was the comparison also shared about generative AI versus agentic AI. So one of the most interesting is the area of improvements when we are using chatbot and a voice agent here. Pak Fernando was mentioning about enhances operational efficiency, definitely boosting direct booking and members acquisition, which is very essential, and improving ancillary revenue in the business-wise, as well as data collection consistencies also there. So then it was comparison between operational efficiency and guest satisfaction. Pak Fernando sharing about boosting direct booking and members acquisition here also, two comparisons, as well as data collections inconsistency when we are doing traditional process of the data collection. So in conclusion, Pak Fernando also reminds us that AI complements human agents by addressing gaps in speed, accuracy, scalability, data-driven decision-making. So it complements human agents. And the best approach in human and plus AI collaboration, where AI here handles repetitive and data-heavy tasks, allowing human agents to focus on complex problem solving and customer relationships. Thank you so much once again, Pak Fernando. It was very, very clear. So I would like now to move on to the next speaker we have here, Pak Jan Kurniawan. He's actually the co-founder at Altrastay. We spoke before via chat with Pak Jan. So now we are having the next 10 to 12 minutes for Pak Jan to share his insights about AI here in Altrastay. Please, Pak.
Thank you, Erika. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to address to Professor Suli, Pak Gus, Bu Erika, and Pak Italo, Pak Fernando, and other fellow speakers, and all the attendees. Let me share my screen. I have a little presentations. Okay. Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Jan Kurniawan, one of the co-founder of Altrastay. So today, Erika have asked me to bring this topic up about how we build the ecosystem of hospitality through technology, especially about AI. So a brief introduction about Altrastay. Altrastay is a tech-led enabled startup in hospitality industry, focusing on alternative accommodation. So in a bit different than Pak Fernando before in the hotel industry, we operate in villas, guest houses, co-livings, and in the more regular term of the Airbnb market, as Pak Italo already said. So our aim is to create a hospitality ecosystem that based on service, sustainability, and technology. By combining the three, we creating the value to our customers and our ecosystems. Now, talking about ecosystems, what is our ecosystems? So as a property management ourselves, we are in the midst of, as we summarize it into four other parties. That is the guests, obviously our customers, the investors for our property owners, the vendors, that is all our suppliers or our partners, business partners, and then of course the most important is our staffs. So how actually this ecosystem enabled by AI? So in one-on-one situation between guest and property, this is what we've been building. Like Pak Fernando said, this is basically an agentic AI, and also combining with the Gen AI as well for the reservation assistant. So basically, AI agent help us to actually reduce time, reduce all hassles, and of course the most important part is actually to maximize what our staff has in their time. And the next is also to enhancing the guest concierge and guest experience with lighting's fast response, and of course the 24-hour never sleep ecosystem as well. And then the next part is also we're talking about the pricing, forecasting demand, pricing strategies, revenue management. All can be done through more in depth and more vast. Currently, we are operating in 75 different properties with varies of types of different markets. So in doing so, if we only relying, like what Pak Italo said, the traditional models, we are aimed to fail. So that's where we interact with between gas and the property. The next part, we're talking about our investors. So probably not for the biggest difference between our industry and the conventional hotels is that we have a lot more owners in the sense that we handle individual owners who have one property, two properties, and as we have up to 75 to 100 properties, that means a lot of owners. So with AI, we help ourselves actually to enable the transparency and accuracy of data, like Pak Fernando said before, by eliminating fraud because as bigger the data, the bigger the stake. I think the bigger the needs for the anti-fraud and creating trust to our clients. So in that also again, we're talking about the response time where we can eliminate basically all the let me check all the hassle of like creating that fast response wherever our investor will be, either in Indonesia or overseas. Also, we're talking about data analytics, where making decisions now creating even smarter decisions because the data is so through, and all the way we can construct the data, the way we can construct the analytics, is way faster, way more accurate as well. And the last two is the connections between us as the management level and the staff, where we could actually, like, again, sorry, Pak Fernando, I could keep quoting you because I totally agree that we are enabling our staff actually to create better work by creating what we call a mentor and guide in the everyone's pocket to basically just enhance what they do. If they don't know anything, they don't know something, they could just ask around, right? They could just ask around. No need to wake up the supervisor, or you do not need to reach out for supervisors. The supervisor is in the pocket, right? And also about the reporting evaluation become clear, transparent, and we could actually creating efficiency in collecting data and evaluating the work. And for vendors and our business partners, a bit different with the hotels. We do not own our like spas, our fitness center, on everything. We partner with all those businesses. So by using AI, we can creating a more in-depth and creating a better relationship with them. Let's say to never miss a payment anymore, or never missing deliveries. We can create an auto follow-up, like just like, again, sorry, Pak Fernando can like already mentioned before, and also creating a seamless vendor offer and reservations, because again, we do not own our restaurant, we do not own our F&B, we do not have our F&B in-house. So to create that experience, to create that seamless experience by the AI enhanced guest experience is what we can do. And next is the collaborative promotion, where we could actually creating a collaborative promotion with our partners, with our business partner from F&B, from the fitness, from the all other different endeavor. So in summary, I think the AI enables integration in our ecosystem, and this integration creates effectiveness and efficiency. And this effectiveness and efficiency creates growth and stability and scalability. And this growth and scalability brings corporate sustainable impact and profitability for all. So I guess that's from me. Hope this has been valuable and helpful. And yeah, feel free to connect. And yeah, thanks again for the opportunity. And yeah, Om Santi Santi Om. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pak Jan, for the insight here. Speaking a lot about Ultrastay and how it actually support the industry now. So then, ladies and gentlemen, as of advised by Pak Jan, the main goal would be creating and developing a community with service, sustainability, as well as technology. So one of the most interesting point that Pak Jan was mentioning about the connection from the benefit of connection from management to staff, and then also from property to the vendor. So then also it highlighted vendor relations, which is escalating good quality of relationship, and also seamless vendor offer and reservation, as well as collaborative promotion. So they can do this together with the owners. Then also the summary, which is also highlighted by Pak Jan, which AI enables integration, and that part enable integration creates effectiveness and efficiency. Then the effectiveness and efficiency actually enables growth and sustainability. And the last, which is one of the peak, actually growth and sustainability and scalability brings corporate sustainable impact and profitability. So that's actually the main pillar of corporate and business. Right. Thank you so much once again, Pak Jan. So I would like now to invite our last speaker here, Pak Alfonso Fiore, actually from, he's based in Singapore, but thank you so much for managing your time today, Alfonso. So I would like to hand over the floor to you now, please, Pak.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So you saw Paitala was scolded because of the wrong background, so I actually also changed my T-shirt. So I'm completely in line with the color scheme. So first of all, thank you so much to Ibu Professor Sulis and Ibu Erika for inviting me, and for all the speaker, Pak Italo and the other speakers. Maaf, saya tidak bisa berbahasa Indonesia, but since we are all going with English, thank you very much for being so accommodating. So being the last speaker, there is a bit of a challenge trying not to repeat what we said so far. So I try to focus a little bit on what I call the road less traveled, and how we can leverage generative AI to win in more niche online market. Because, a little bit about myself, about my background, my education, I studied in Italy computer science, then business in London and in California, in Berkeley. And in terms of work experience, I work mainly in e-commerce with Agoda, with Grab, AirAsia. So you know these brands, and you understand a little bit my perspective. So I bring maybe a different perspective compared to other speakers, more in terms of online e-commerce, and maybe this will help you make sense of what I'm about to share. So we discuss well-known applications for generative AI, which I'm sure they are the focus that many of you or most of you will focus, right? So we discussed personalized itinerary creation, travel assistance, then dynamic content generation, and virtual tour and augmented reality. These are all on the forefront of generative AI, and this is where the majority of focus. But as I mentioned, being the last speaker, I try to bring something else to the table, maybe to sparkle a little bit of creativity and the conversation with the rest of the audience. So the reason why niches are very, very important is because if you want to be big, you really want to start small. And if you think about businesses around the world, the most famous businesses we all know in this space, of course, we know the story of Airbnb starting with the air mattress during the conference. And now, of course, you can go and find castle and luxury home. And similarly, Uber has a similar story. Started with a luxury black car in San Francisco. And now, of course, they span across all type of vehicles, food delivery, and all kinds of logistics, right? So this is very important. And the reason why I bring this to your attention is because I hope you don't, let's say, underestimate the idea of niche and the idea of the long tail, because this is where you could actually, like a company which such a quirky, weird value proposition as Airbnb became a giant in the travel industry, right? So don't underestimate the power of the long tail and of a niche market. So here, let's look at a few ideas in niche travel that generative AI could help us. One problem is that mainstream OTAs, if you think about Booking, Agoda, Trip.com, Expedia, Traveloka, they kind of overlook some very niche specific questions that travelers might have, right? It could be the Wi-Fi speed, it could be the noise level, and it could be something that could really change in the end the experience of a customer between maybe a less fulfilling or boring experience to something that is really, really interesting for them. So here, how can generative AI help? We could actually imagine to ingest all the information that is available online in reviews, on Twitter, on Facebook, on social media, and reviews that we can find online, and then start to create agents that can really answer those precise questions. And if you think about it, this is, of course, again, my point of view from large online travel agents. But if you actually think of it from a property, then it's even more interesting, right? It could be like you want your property to stick out from everyone else and really be able to provide that type of information that other property might not provide. And to ground this into actual customer needs, a Viasat survey shows how 75% of passengers that were requested are more likely to choose an airline based on the quality of Wi-Fi. So in this day and age, of course, we know, and for example, to talk about an experience that I'm first-hand experience with AirAsia, one business unit of AirAsia was focused on Wi-Fi online. So it's something that customers really care about. A second application could be sustainability. So more and more, as we know, there is demand. There is a niche. Again, we're not talking about the majority of travelers, but we're talking about niches. There is a niche of customer that really care about detailed sustainability information. And here, similarly, Gen AI could really help in trying to scout sustainability reports, comparison, and really be able to take from a vast wealth of information to answer specific question that a customer might have. And again, this is a survey from Booking.com where 76% of travelers, they claim to focus more on sustainable travel in the next 12 months, right? And below you can find the link to the report. And the last example of how generative AI could really play a role in the niche, in the long tail of travel, is actually safety and risk. Again, here, this is more, it's a much larger conversation that is very hard to go deep in a few minutes, but you are aware of how social media can create bias and can create some kind of false information in customers, right? And so here, traveler often lack this unbiased source of information. And so generative AI could really create less bias, less focus on hype and more focus on reality information from customers. And again, the example is, you maybe heard about it, there was a kidnapping of a famous Chinese actor in Thailand early in the year, and this really has major impact on the tourism from that origin to Thailand. So this is something that really, especially as we talk about really not tackling the tourism even from a government perspective, I think this is something that where generative AI could really play a part. And so finally, a word of warning, maybe given also this last presentation, of course, every tool can be used positively and can have also negative aspects. And here is, what are the risks of generative AI? Of course, every single company tries to generate more and more leads organically through search engine optimization, SEO, because of course, as we all know, companies pay for access to Instagram, to Google, to TikTok, etc. So, it's very, very important to have good access to search engine optimization and basically traffic that is not paid. But of course, generative AI can be a bit tricky on that front. And Google is always trying to reduce the value and the impact of fully generative AI content. So from that point of view, it's very, very important that if your strategy has a big base in generative AI content, it's important to get familiar with the guidelines of Google, and maybe it cannot be 100% generative AI content, but there has to be a part of human interaction and human supervision to make sure that the content works positively for your SEO ranking and not actually negative. And this was my last slide. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Pak Alfonso. So then that was really clear. So we are not repeating for the forefront, but you also capture all details here. One of the most important points I would like to also highlight here, the term that if you want to be big, start small. So we don't really underestimate the power of big dream or long tail in travel market. So that's really amazing. And then the example was given in for Uber and also Airbnb about the insights, starting small and targeting undeserved niche market can lead to substantial growth and market leadership. So then some of the examples also highlighted about the generative AI to gather sustainability informations, because travelers now, they tend to really request the vendors or suppliers in this case to really go into sustainability practices. So according to a survey by Booking.com, for instance, Pa Alfonso was sharing 76% of travelers aim to travel more sustainably in the next 12 months. Then, of course, there are some risk of generative AI, but then it's just we need to be really also in the loop about the possible or potential risks about generative AI here. So thank you so much once again, Pa Alfonso. I would like now to invite all participants here to for questions. So then we still have 4 speakers here to respond to the question we have. So upon registrations, we also collect some question here. So I would like to take one question here. I would like to share. The first one will be, how can the tourism industry ensure that their AI strategy is in line with the business goals? So I would like to, may I address this question to Pa Alfonso to share, please. How can exactly tourism industry ensure that their AI strategy here is totally in line with the business goals?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question, because as we said before, as other speaker before me said, generative AI is an expensive endeavor, and we really want to make sure that this money is well spent. And the way it's done, the way it's been done, the way I see it done, is actually kind of maybe the other way around, right? So you start with the business objective. You start understanding what business objective you're trying to achieve. And then maybe even through session like this, when you inform yourself, when you gather information, and maybe through generative AI itself, right? That's the point of generative AI. We ask GPT for brainstorming, for ideas, trying to figure out what type of generative AI and what type of AI is actually the right one to fit the business goal. So you don't start with generative AI. It's not a solution in search of a problem. You start with the problem, you start with the goal that you're trying to achieve, and then you decide what type of generative AI fits the bill, and then you try to experiment. And maybe this is the most important part of the whole idea. Again, I do understand that I come from the perspective of large data set, large users, but once you have that opportunity to have a large user base, then everything is about experimentation. So I'll bring you an example of a well-known online travel agent. So today they are using a lot of social media of generative AI generated media to advertise online on Instagram, on TikTok. And what they're doing is simple A/B testing. And they're trying to understand, for example, which generative AI tools are most effective, and what can be the difference between a generative AI video about their company, about their value proposition, versus, let's say, an agency. And then they draw simple conclusion, right? We pay 10 for this, and this is how many booking we are managing to serve to this. Or maybe we pay 1,000 to an agency, and this is how many bookings. And then they do simple calculation and they decide how to move forward. So this is another very, very important aspect of generative AI. It's all about experimentation, and it's all about testing things out, right? We are all heard about prompt engineering and trying to understand, because again, generative AI is just a tool, but how good is your prompt? How good is your tool? There are many competing tools on the market. We just talked about, everybody heard in the last couple of months about DeepSeek, and how it's changing the landscape, right? So it's all about testing things out, realizing what works and what doesn't, and then make sure that the objective, that you start with the business goal, and then you find the type of generative AI or AI in general that fits the bill.
All right, thank you so much, Pa Alfonso. I'm very sure that responds to questions. And to the rest of the speaker, Pa Agustino Fernando, Pa Jan, and also Pa Italo, I would like to also ask another question comes up. So how can a roadmap strategy influenced by big data analysis that would provide better insight into tourist travel, the pattern, or how they could predict these infrastructure requirements in tourism industry. So how exactly this big data analysis can help them to really do a strategy of the roadmap of the tourism, and also making a better travel pattern and prediction of the infrastructure. Please,
The
Pak
question
Fernando.
to who? Bu Erika?
I would like to address to Pak Fernando, Pak Jan, also Pak Italo.
Okay,
Please.
maybe let me
I think
answer
they have
first.
more
Yeah.
insights here.
Yeah. So I think one of the challenge of running a big data, first, the data have to be big enough that you need an AI. Yeah. Many companies don't have enough big data, because when we create predictive modeling, you need to have very big data. So first, that's very important, because if the data is not big enough, the prediction is not accurate enough. Yeah. Okay, let's say you have the big data now. The second is to build a good data infrastructure, because many companies have a lot of data, but the normalization, there's a lot of trash in the data. So I think there should be a lot of data cleaning and processing. Yeah. So building a big data infrastructure was so very important, because you, at the end, this is like business as usual. You bring input and create output. If the input is not good, meaning the output is not also good. Yeah. So I think those two things that I feel that many companies globally underestimate. They just want to deploy the big data too quick without knowing. With first, they don't have enough data, and the secondly, probably they didn't do the data cleaning properly. Yeah. Because if you have a data cleaning, you have a structured a better data, then the processing of using big data analytics are much easier.
Right. Thank you, Pak Italo. Can I invite also Pak Fernando to respond to this question, please?
Thank you very much, Italo, Ibu Erika. So the challenge will be, I think, about sharing the data itself, yeah, because data privacy also comes into play here, and how each stakeholders in the tourism actually, because we want to see the single customer journey point of view, right? So we can connect between the guest preferences, let's say tourist preferences, and to create a certain like a program comprising from the total accommodation. I mean the full journey of accommodations, coming from how they when they arrive to Indonesia, and what kind of experiences they can experience, and make AI actually provide the preferences for them. Yeah. So it comes from it requires a full data, like Paitoro said, a full data, complex data that requires to be pulled into one centralized database. And it's a major, it's a major obstacle right now for Indonesia, especially with a lot of fraud, right? So it can be dangerous as well. So I think we start with the basic first, data accuracy, and we can do later and in terms of connecting data when we have we fulfill the basic things first. I think that's for me, my side, Ibu Erika.
Thank you,
Hello?
Pak Fernando. Yes, sorry, my connection was not
Yeah,
stable.
my
So yes.
connection also dropped. Sorry, did
Thank you.
I drop in the?
Right. Thank you, Pak.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Right. So can I have one more insight from Pak Jan, please?
Okay, thank you, Bu Erika. I think like the other speaker has been saying about the data accuracy, I think the big data analysis especially for us is kind of it's quite difficult to actually avoiding the misguided data right now, and especially I'm coming from the industry that is a bit grayish in a way because like if we talk about the statistic, like we the BPS have the data for like hotel berbintang, the hotel bintang 5, 5-star hotel, 4-star hotels. There's no actually data for like like alternative accommodations that we have, like how many villas there are, how many guest houses, how many like other Airbnbs out there. The data is not like it's not provided. And to collect those all data to actually like Pak Italo said about actually collecting the big data and the infrastructure for the data itself could be a challenging. But if we say that ideally, if somehow, somewhat the all data that needed is there, I think definitely we can do something about it in a way that because the question is about infrastructure, right? I mean, probably not my biggest forte to answer that, but in my opinion, understanding the needs and understanding data and actually making it happen, taking the actions. I think we currently still lacking in that. Even the idea is good, the execution sometimes, well, it's not really happening. So sometimes, well, AI can do so much, but again, as the questions is about the infrastructure, I think it's also the human after knowing all the data, knowing all the analytics that provided by this technology. Yeah, it's all depending on the human behavior again, in the end of the day. Thank you, buddy.
Right. Thank you, Pak Jan. Pak Jan, you mentioned also previously about sustainability. So there's one question here from Komang Satria Adiguna, from hotel management. So how can intelligence AI driven strategies enhance sustainable tourism? So I would like Pak Jan to share your insight,
Okay.
please.
Thank you, Bu. Thank you, Komang. Very good questions. And from me, in my understanding of the sustainability, I think what we need to change first in towards the sustainability is the behavior. I think if for foreign and international market sustainability, like Mr. Alfonso already said, it's a quite niche market, even though in the near future it's gonna be something as a normal, it's normalized. But I think for now, especially in Indonesia, it's quite a niche market. And so to understand and to build basically the ecosystem towards the sustainability, we need to change the mindset first. And to change the mindset and behavior does come from like we in my presentations, can actually our frontliners understand what it means to be sustainable? Is it becoming um a common thing to actually like starting from like separating the trash, like those behaviors not easy to do, but what we trying to do as we try to do to achieve the sustainability program, we wants to remind them now and then using all the technology we have, that everything that we do needs to be aligned with so okay, I think I can put this simply. So we put an SOP basically to actually what it takes to be sustainable, to follow all the guidelines, but AI and all this technology enable it and make it easier for everybody to understand it, to use it, to make it as a practice and make it as a like a way of life. And then we can talk actually to enabling it fully. So I think that's my perspective, Bu Erika.
Right, thank you, Pak Jan, thank you so much. So I would like to address one question for Pak Alfonso, but in fact, Pak Alfonso also get another question here on the chat box. The first will be, Pak Alfonso, in terms of tourism, does AI only assist in data analytic and personalized travel planning to clients? If so, what leverage does AI provide in these branches? We went to discussion, so would you like to discuss further, please?
No, yeah, I mean, I think this is very much what we discussed today during our session, right? I think these are two aspects of AI, but of course we also discuss, not just myself, but every speaker in the panel, about customer support, the way AI can really enhance customer support, in the way in which AI can also impact operational efficiency, predictive analytics, content creation, fraud detection. So a lot of different applications of AI, not just data analytics and personalized travel. But I think maybe the second part is also quite interesting, right? What is the leverage that AI provide? And here I think there are two ways to look at AI, and it's very much a business framework, right? It's nothing related to AI in particular. But if we think about all the AI use cases that we discussed today, all of us, all the speakers, they actually fall in only one of two categories, right? Either they are about reducing cost or they are about increasing revenues, right? And so this is actually the type of leverage that AI does, because if you think about every single of the category that we discuss, increasing customer support, what does it mean? It means that you want, with the same amount of people in customer support, you want to support more customers. If you think about AI in content creation, with the same amount of people that create content, you want to actually generate more content to more channels. And if you think about revenue, we discussed a lot about pricing strategy. That's, of course, about increasing revenue. A successful AI that helps in pricing strategy will simply mean that our property or our website will receive more booking than the competition, right? A lot could be said in terms of maybe this is not, maybe I'm being too positive. This is not maybe so much in terms of increasing revenue or decreasing cost. It's more about keeping up with the competition, because AI and machine learning and generative AI is definitely not a secret. Every single large and big company is trying to increase their exposure to AI and testing what works for them. So I think it's more like, AI is not a choice. It's not a luxury. AI is a necessity. We are really trying, all of us, to understand how can we best leverage AI. And to be very frank, at least at a certain scale, I wouldn't talk about a single property because that's not my expertise. But at a certain scale, companies that do not leverage AI will suffer, will pay the consequences. So it's more about a must that we need to do in terms of increasing our efficiency, rather than a luxury that will differentiate ourselves.
Thank you, Pa Afonso. I saw that also covers the other question coming from Stikom CKI Jakarta about how AI can help us through business process and business modeling. So that covers also on your explanation before. So then I would like to address another question coming to Pak Italo Gani from Ibu Nancy Yuliani, KAI Solutions. How big is the awareness of hotelier in this case? Also, I would like Pak Fernando to share the AI which can actually support not only the ease of work, but also increasing hotel revenue. So Pak Italo was also mentioning about the graph. And Pak Italo, would you mind to share how exactly it's instead of only ease of work, but then also increase hotel revenue in this case?
Yeah, I think AI is still being adopted by many companies worldwide. So even I don't know exactly from tourism industry specific. Maybe Alfonso can explain more because he has experience working with company in tourism industry. But I think everybody is in the learning mode to understand how to implement AI to create new revenue. But I think, as I mentioned before in the presentation, AI is not only saving costs, but create new experience. There are a lot of things that being created, new value created in the supply chain of the tourism industry because of the generative AI. Yeah. So I think everybody is still learning. That's why the existence of this program and PIB College to make sure that the tourism industry implement technology in a way that create the business sustainability is very important. Yeah. So that's all for me. Yeah.
Right, thank you. So, Fernando, would you mind to also share here how exactly
Yeah.
the AI
Yeah.
in terms of
So
supporting revenue?
thank you, Bu Erika. So there's a lot of vendors, I think, technology providers right now approaching us. What do you call? They have a good AI platform, AI agent platform, coming in the what do you call, in the voice, most of them, and also can come with the chatbot. So it can assist more into aligning with our business strategy. So back to the economy of scale again. Yeah, I think we need to go back to the basics. We need to create a business case. So by implementing this AI, are we actually increasing the hotel revenue? So we need to create a POC first, proof of concept, because it's a new technology, like Pak Italo said, and try to experiment, A/B testing, yeah, this AI, how it works, and keep tweaking it. So until we have achieved that economy of scale, and AI actually can improve our efficiency and also increasing our revenue at the same time. Yeah, so it takes courage to enter the brave new world. Yeah, that's all for me. Thank you, Bu Erika.
Right, so thank you so much. Anything to add, Pak Alfonso over here and Pak Jan, for AI to support in revenue generation of revenue increase here?
Nothing to add, just repeating and agreeing with what was said, right? Definitely still a time of experimentation. And definitely, we if you are in this business, it's definitely time. Now is the time to be out there and trying new things and trying to understand what works and what doesn't. Trying different things. So yeah, definitely agreeing with what was said.
Right. So, Pak Jan, anything to add?
Okay, maybe I have a bit slightly different perspective in this. I think it can actually help increase the hotel revenue, but it's just not directly. When people think that AI will help us to somehow generate revenue out of nowhere, but we need to calculate the increase of revenue because of our efficiency and our how we can actually avoid a lot more of the opportunity cost. Because like how many, like probably Pa Fernando already said this, how many losses that we have because our agents or reservation agents or night agents are like losing all those like direct bookings because of, yeah, maybe some they're sleepy, sometimes they're sleeping off, there's those kind of things. And if we change this system into more the restless, the never resting system, how many actually more revenue that we can create just because we install this technology right now. And if we can also talk about the quality of service as well. How much quality service that we increase because of all the speed that we can generate through all the services, all that I think can count into indirectly increase the hotel revenue. Thank you, Erika.
All right. So, dear speakers, due to time constraint here, so I will not be able to read all the questions. I will not be able to continue with the questions. So, please, I would like to seek for the last short closing statement from each speaker. I would like to invite perhaps Pa Alfonso with the last closing statement in terms of strategic roadmap for AI in tourism industry here.
First of all, thank you very much for having me and for this opportunity to address the audience and sharing the stage with the other speaker. It was a very interesting opportunity. I think closing statement is that you heard it. You heard there is a lot of opportunities around AI, and maybe my closing remark, like it was said earlier, is it's the time to be out there and try different things, trying to integrate different agents, different APIs, play with what's out there. Because maybe 6 months from now, it might be a bit late to catch up with the train. So if you are in a business that is impacted by AI, and you are, then it's the time to be out there if you haven't tried yet. figure out how to start even small, even with third-party solution. It doesn't have to be a full integration. Your minimum viable product could be using the website, using even ChatGPT if you're a very small business. In that case, a single property, for example, how can you re-optimize the data on your website? How can you automate certain workflows? But definitely, it's not the time to be on the sidelines and look at it. It's the time to be inside the game, inside the field, and playing the game. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much, Pa Alfonso. So next, I would like to also invite Pa Fernando to share the last short closing statement, please, Pa.
Erika. So to me is always keep an open mind for changes. Yeah. And I think the AI narratives right now is getting much bigger, and many technology company are already embracing this. Yeah, as you can see in China, they are no longer have a labor; they are full automated to create a car, so to produce a car. So we always need to embrace changes, but in the same time, we need to ensure that all these changes create impacts to positive and transformative impact to our businesses as well at the same time. I think, yeah, that's my closing statement, Ibu Erika. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much, Pa Fernando. So I'd like to ask and invite Pa Jan for the last short closing statement, please.
Yeah, thank you, Bu Erika. Thank you for the opportunity. And I think for me, it's like Mr. Alfonso said, this is good time to actually learn, and it's probably the cheapest time to actually try it out, because we never know, because AI, technically speaking, is very costly to run, and all these big companies just offering it for free right now. So I think it's all the questions here actually can be answered by generative AI. So actually you can ask that, and yeah, experiments a lot, trying it a lot. Like my CTO said, like, yeah, probably we're gonna lose some sleep because it's so exciting to actually to learn about this thing. So I think this is the best time to learn. Well, probably best time probably yesterday, but yeah, we can still learn it while it's at the cheapest possible. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Pa Jan. So last but not least, I would like to invite Pa Italo for sharing the last short closing statement, please. Italo, you are muted still. I think Pa Italo is raising, like, in terms of connection here. All right. So distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, and please, first of all, accept my regret due to time constraint. Once again, I will not be able to read all the questions addressed to us today, but I'm very sure and optimistic that the insights from all speakers today could contribute so much better understanding on insights about artificial intelligence in a hospitality industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, by tackling this subject of a strategic roadmap for AI in tourism industry, how tourism stakeholders can leverage generative AI, this international webinar session has touched upon a very important dimension of AI optimization. So I would like to address my sincere gratitude. Thank you very much indeed for joining us and also for sharing insight today. To you, ladies and gentlemen, to all speakers, Ibu Martini Muhammad Paham, Pak Italo Gani, Pak Agustino Fernando, and Pak Jan Kurniawan, as well as Pak Alfonso Fiore. Thank you so much once again. Ibu Professor Anastasia Sulistiawati, thank you. As well as Bapak Agus Sunarta Putra, thank you so much. And all, of course, all participants for attending and sharing your enthusiasm with us today in the webinar session. My name is Erika Sedana once again. It is an honor to be part and to host the webinar session today. So now let's get back to our MC, Ms. Kartika.
Thank you very much, Bu Erika, and all of our esteemed speakers. The discussion was loaded with valuable insight indeed. And if you have any further question, please feel free to contact our team in charge. And also, we kindly ask you to fill the attendant link on the chat box to get your certificate. And the certificate will be emailed to you after this webinar session ended. In appreciation of the speaker's contribution, we will present the certificate to the expert speakers at the International Webinar Series today. Certificate present to Bapak Italo Gani, Bapak Agustino Fernando, Bapak Jan Kurniawan, and also Mr. Alfonso Fiore. Ladies and gentlemen, please extend your virtual applause for our expert speaker today. All right. Before we wrap up, we'd like to take a moment to capture this wonderful event with a group photo. This will be great keepsake for today's session. Here's how it will work. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are comfortable, turn on your camera. And also make sure your background looks great. The most important thing is your smile. I want you to smile brightly today. And we'll count down and take the screenshot. So make sure you hold your pose for just a moment. All right, everyone. If you're ready, I'll count down from 3 and we'll take the first photo. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, smile. All right. I was just informed it will be 7 take. So please keep your smile brightly. The second one, please hold your smile. 3, 2, 1. The third one, 3, 2, 1. And the next, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Please keep your smile. 3, 2, 1. Great. The next one, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was the last one. So that was fantastic. Thank you so much for your participation indeed for today's session on PIB International Webinar Series 13. It was very amazing to have all of the speakers here today. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar. On behalf of PIB College, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our incredible speakers for sharing their time, insight, and also expertise. A big thank you as well to all of you for joining us, actively participating and asking such engaging questions. Before we go, we'd love you to stay connected with us. Follow our social media account on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and also TikTok at PIB College to stay updated on the latest insight, announcement, and upcoming event. We'll also be sharing today's recording and additional material soon, so keep an eye on your inbox on email. And once again, thank you for your time and engagement. We hope to see you at our next event. Until then, stay safe, stay inspired, and have a wonderful day. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Kartika. Pak Fernando, thank you. Pak Jan, thank you.
Thank you, Bu Adhika. Thank you,
Pak
everyone.
Alfonso, thank you so much.
Thanks
Pak
very
Italo,
much.
thank you.
Izin dulu.
Bagus, thank you.
Hi, Alicia. Hi.
What's up?
How's it going? So, shall we start our campus searching?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Best tourism and digital campus in Bali.
I found the perfect one for you. Please stand up.
But why here?
Right. Standing in the heart of world tourism, PIB College was built on 15 hectares of pure green goodness. Goodbye stuffy classroom, hello fresh air. At PIB, Culinary Arts Gastronomy Program isn't just about cooking. With the top-notch facilities and the help of experienced chef, you will learn all about cooking and baking with the right technique so you can make incredible gourmet food that tastes really good and looks really good, packed with nutrient that makes it excellent. Now let me take you to another side of fun. Hotel Management Program will put you in the heart of hospitality world. You can learn directly from 5-star hotels and industry professionals. You'll learn what it takes to make stays feel like home Make every guest like a VIP and make sure every little thing is in their perfect state. And for you, the experience maker, Event Management Program. It goes beyond organizing. This is the program where you create epic moments, from brainstorming cool ideas to bringing them into reality. This is the program where you can learn and making experiences that will stay for a lifetime. Next, the Digital Business Program. It's more than just about technology. It's about driving innovation, creating cool trends, and planning your winning strategy. From web designing to digital marketing, the program that gives sharp business ideas and the digital mastery you need to thrive in the tourism and fast-paced digital landscape. In PIB, we embrace the journey of self-discovery and personal growth, diverse range of support, and an uplifting community. Whether you're looking to relax or get active, you'll find a place to thrive. You can even case your opportunities to the dream countries through Global Internship Program. So dream boldly, dare greatly, let your passion be visible. For here in PIB, dreams are made possible.
Executive management programs will be conducted in 1 year at Polytechnic International Bali and 3 years at the Purba Kempinski Bali. These combinations of learning will maximizing the delivery of excellent classrooms experience paired with the exquisite property of the Purba Kempinski Bali.
We have built up the executive management program with a PIB school for the simple reason to respond to needs for the future. So it's a long-term goal.
Jadi program IMP ini adalah perwujudan dari program pendidikan vokasional. Program ini adalah program yang sudah digariskan oleh Presiden kita Jokowi untuk menghasilkan tenaga kerja yang mumpuni. Dan ini adalah kesempatan yang baik bagi calon student untuk bisa experience dunia kerja pada early stage.
With a focused study in year 2 until 4, the students will receive a direct knowledge and expertise from the signature trainers and hotel managers. In addition, also these students will be conducting a project based as their final year assignment, on which will enhance the students' managerial, analytical, communications, and leadership skills matched with the programs of the Purba Kempinski Bali.
Program ini adalah bentuk dari komitmen PIB untuk selalu berinovasi di dalam mencetak student experience maupun academic excellence yang terbaik.
So the outcomes we are looking for these programs are to be able to bring new talents to the forefront and help this talent to develop on a faster track. This will bring new energy into the educational system, into the way we are going to be able to operate. These programs already exist in other destinations worldwide and are not new and have brought a lot of benefit to organizations.
In the long run, this program will create a future graduates with a strong leadership and entrepreneurial skills. Furthermore, the graduates will also have a greater chance to fill strategic positions at the Purba Kempinski Bali.
Most of the people who have come out of these programs have become general managers. So there is a very strong belief that we can establish the same in Indonesia. The partnership with PIB and the Purba Kempinski Bali is a strong one. And we sincerely believe that we can develop these talents. So the outcome will be a positive outcome for the trade, for the scholars, for the school systems as well. So everybody will benefit.
Jadi dari program IMP ini yang paling diuntungkan adalah student itu sendiri, ya. Kalian para student dan juga orang tua, ayo pelajari lebih dalam dari program ini.
We're looking to have a successful first batch of these programs and industry recognitions, and continue our strong commitments in delivering better quality in hospitality educations, not just in Bali, but also in Indonesia.
The hopes for this program is that it will continue with the years to come because it needs to. It's a long-term objectives, and it will become the new reference for the hotel trade, for the schools, and for the student as well.